Hey everybody, this is Andrew. I have a Lego haul update, I guess you could call it. This is what you're looking at here. This is a pick a brick order that I placed on Lego.com and finally received it yesterday. I placed this. Okay, let me start with saying I would really appreciate feedback in the comments. I'm curious to know if anybody else has had a similar situation or experience, I guess, ordering pick a brick or bricks and pieces, whatever you want to call it, off of Lego.com, or if your experience was better or worse. So here's my experience. I placed this order on April 2nd, and I received an email saying it had been shipped on April 8th. However, I was not able to access the tracking info, and I think it was around probably the 16th when I filled out the form online to contact them to find out why there was no tracking info. And they got back to me like a couple days later. It was quicker than I thought it was going to be, actually, and said it's because it was shipped from overseas. They said they can see it, but for some reason we can't until it arrives in the U.S. It was in Poland at the time, and so I thought, okay, well, it's kind of sucks that I can't see it, but they say it's moving, everything's okay, and as soon as it gets here to the U.S., I'll be able to see the tracking info. Okay. So fast forward to April 28th, and I still hadn't seen anything. I'm thinking, well, this is ridiculous. It can't take 3 weeks to get to the U.S. That doesn't make sense. So I got online and I chatted with them on the website. Their chat was available. And so I got a live support person on chat. And he said, I'm not sure what's going on. From what I can see, it's still in Poland. It hasn't actually moved. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a replacement order and try to expedite it and have it shipped directly from here in Denmark rather than Poland and see if that makes a difference. And he also added, I think it was about 2,000 points to my VIP account. So that part was pretty cool. But as far as a replacement order, when I've checked it on the website, it still just takes me to a blank page. I don't know if it actually went through or not. I guess it doesn't matter because this was at least tied to the original tracking number, so I'm assuming this is still the original order. It finally did. I checked on like the 3rd or 4th and saw that it arrived in the U.S. on May 1st. And now, just yesterday, May 7th, nearly a month after the original email saying it had been shipped, it finally arrived. And what it is they use DHL from wherever, Denmark or Poland, and then it arrives over here and is delivered to the post office, and then the post office delivers it to us. Anyway, this just seemed like a really kind of a long amount of time, but more than that, I didn't like being blind and not be able to see where the package was. I'm just curious if that's normal or who knows. So anything could have happened. It could be COVID related, issue with the shipping company, but I just don't know if this is actually a normal experience. This is the first time I've done pick a brick on the website. On one hand, it's worth it because these parts are, at most maybe half of what I would spend on Bricklink. But at the same time, if I ordered on Bricklink, I would have everything in within a week tops. I would have all the parts. So it does kind of suck in that regard. The last part to this is when I opened this up, I noticed the envelope, the ship from address was somewhere in New Jersey, which doesn't make any sense. I know these were shipped from overseas. They said they were. I don't know why it was saying it's from New Jersey. It's really kind of weird. Anyway, I don't know what to make of it. I'm glad I have the parts. The order appears to be correct. I ordered some of these bricks to do some more work on my Central Perk mock. And of course, a bunch of the dark gray plates for the sidewalk for tiling in my modulars. And you can see some light sand pieces and some darker sand pieces. I want to replace some of the parts I used to finish the beach. I had taken some of these lighter colored parts, some larger ones too, off of Yoda, and I want to put those back. So that's pretty much what my order is. Again, if you have any feedback or anything, or if you have a different experience, better or worse, whatever, please share it in the comments. And of course, hit like and subscribe if you like this kind of content. Also, I want to show you as part of this real quick. This is what I'm working on right now. This is an alt build from Rebrickable.com for the bookshop set. And you can probably tell by the colors, this is combining the bookshop and the townhouse into one 32 by 32 modular. This is the ones that I'd already built, because for now I don't have money to spend on another copy of this, but eventually I will buy another copy and rebuild the bookshop and the townhouse. And I'm planning on probably doing the same with the corner garage. I've already got the instructions. I want to build that pub. I'll probably go ahead and do that and then just buy another corner garage on down the road. Anyway, that's pretty much all for this update. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.